Alright. I'm opening 3DS now. Now.
Cool. Let's see how much you remember.
All right. So we are getting started here. Hello everyone and welcome back to our first Monday night modding in quite some time. So in this stream and streams like this, we basically just do some mod work for a while, show off some of the new stuff we're working on, and try to give an idea of how the development process goes in general. So I have several testers and devs in the Discord chat with me. I don't know who's actually going to say anything, but if you guys want to say stuff, feel free. Today, we are going to be working on the error selection feature that I showed off in a video this morning. So with that, we showed off already how it works for Essence of War, and today what we're going to be doing for the stream is working on getting it in for Art of War and then maybe Empire's End, depending on how that goes. So we'll just take a look at how the Galactic Conquest code itself looks, and then we will go over to take a look at how the script that does all this stuff works, and then finally we will get it converted over. So, let's open up Art of War, move that over to this other side. So I'll show what the Essence of War code currently looks like, or Art of War rather. So generally when you're setting up a Galactic Conquest scenario, it has all this extra information, so I'll just make it bigger. It's the one on the right here. Each faction that's playable has to have its own entry. So this is, I believe, the Imperial one or the Rebel one? Let's see. Go down to playable. So this is the Imperial version, and you can see all the starting forces are defined down here. Very tedious, and like I said, it has to be done for each faction. So if you ever want to make a change to the starting forces for Galactic Conquest, in Art of War there's 8 playable factions, so you have 8 full entries with all that information, and it has to be changed in each place. But what this script also does, in addition to just being a cool feature, it helps development by reducing the amount of information in the basic code here to just this. So we basically need a few starting forces for the playable factions, just so that it doesn't declare it a loss right at the start, since the starting forces and the planet affiliations are set by the script. We're going to have to change it to be a different kind of dummy object that destroys itself. But for now, we're just using some infantry, because that should get the idea across. And I'm just going to move this around a little bit. Sorry, can't see the stream chat on Twitch. There we go. So all this is just handled the exact same way now. It's super easy, a lot faster, and the actual spawning of stuff is done in the GC era setup Lua script, which you can see here. And just let me know if anything's not showing up properly that I'm talking about. My OBS window is really small, so I can't see everything very well. But it looks like it's right. So every planet has an entry here, and then you can see there's 5 slots, 1 for each possible era start. And right now it's just a bunch of barracks and dreadnoughts that are standing in for everything. We'll have to flesh that out as we go here. But you can set it to, you set the owner, you set the starting forces, and then if you're going to have the exact same stuff for different eras, you can just use era config equals 1, and that uses the era configuration from era 1 for era 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you can see the planet starts off as Imperial in era 1, then in era 2 if you start it becomes New Republic or Rebel. And then 3, 4, 5, same as era 2. So we just use era config era 2, which makes it all super easy. And in addition to making it more condensed within a GC, this also gives us the option to use the same script for all the era progressive GCs, because it also checks down here if the actual planet is currently there. Or there's an updated one. Yeah, so that should do that. I might have to switch that script out for something a bit more complex for that bit, but we do have it written somewhere. I thought it was already in, but it might not be. So yeah, that's how that works. What we got to do today is take a look at Art of War. I have the planet list set up here, and we got to find the planets that are in Art of War, but not in Essence of War. So that's what I started here. I've already gone through a few of the letters, but there we go. And then we'll just have to add the entries for all those planets to this table. So is the GC script essentially a new framework? Yeah, it's basically a new way for us to set up Galactic Conquest. I don't know that we'll use this in the other era-specific Galactic Conquest. We might end up doing it because it is a lot easier to work with. But it does have the setup time at the start of the GC. And since the other ones are all era-specific, it might not even be... it might not add that much, but I could easily see this being a thing that we completely transition over to using as we go here. So, alright, let's do that. Let's open up these new ones. And get rid of Galactic Core Art. So, Endor and Entrala, those are both in... yeah. And already. Yul Shah is not. Araidu is. Bondor and Gabrador. Get rid of them. This part will be a little bit less interesting, but... anyone have an estimate of how many different planets you visited? I think it's like, what, 6 in KOTOR? Or 8? I think it's 6. Bueller? Where's Wildcat when you need him? So Eddie's not in. Garrus and Jairus we can get rid of. Glantho. Just any of the planets that are in both we don't need to deal with. Leva, Hakasi, Honagar Hoth. Hakasi. Honagar and Hoth. And ILC is new. Jameson Junction can go away. Kalis Camp and Kariak, I believe, are all in Essence as well. So Kalis, Camp, Kariak, and Kashyyyk, and Kauron, and Kessel, and Kothless, and Kuwat. There should only be like 40 planets. I think Art of War is just a straight upgrade. I don't think there's any planets that are in Essence but not in Art. So, Mandalore, Meridoon, Mandalorn. Go to both of those. And I guess I should turn up the music a little bit. I mean, right now it's between songs, but... here we go. Should be slightly better. Cantina music now. Let me get out of there. Morja, Mustafar, Mon Calamari. I know all the Haven planets aren't there, so that works. Moonlitz, Mercury, Nal Hutta, and Nirawan. Orinda, go away. Odic is not there. And our... I do not recognize this from... was this... yeah, I guess it's gotta be from the Cantina. Brenda, Kethold, Rygar, Roshan, Ryvester, Rygar, Roche, Ryvester, and Saijo, yes. Tin Rafshik, 6, Sarvchi, Salagus, all go away. Sereno and Sluisfan. So Cernpidal stays, that's where we just spawn all the Vong, right? So that and Helska 4. Solus, like a Talicia, all go away. I think writing a script or an editor for this. So for this part, it's not going to need to happen much. It's just eliminating the similar planets, but once we do the full Galactic Conquest editor and expand it, I don't know if we're going to keep it with the regular XML way of doing things, or if for our purposes it would be better to just have it create this table. Because at this point I think that might be better for at least TR, but then the problem is it becomes not useful for anyone else. But that's also not us, so... I'd rather have it be useful for us and no one else than everyone else and not us, so... Telos, Seraphon, Thanos... Montifera, I know for a fact, are in everything. Temporia, Tracy, Utapau, Vergesso, Vondark. So Vergesso, you get out of here. But yeah, we do have the, yeah, this only started, what, like 10 minutes ago? Mother Cat? But yeah, so we do have the Galactic Conquest Editor, which right now just picks the planets and everything. Picks the planets, picks the trade routes, can create trade routes, and then the rest is still done manually, but eventually that will be expanded to do everything we need for Galactic Conquest. Vondark, you can stay. Ross, you can stay. Wayland, you can stay. Yagdol, you can go. Jaeger Miner as well. And Yavin. Then it's just Elysia, and I think that's it. I feel like I might have missed something with that, but... we'll figure it out on the go. So, next step. Let's move this over. And let's go into our GC error setup. So I think what I'm going to do is keep it in alphabetical order, but put a comment in here for the planets that are only in one of the larger GCs. Would there be interest in making a Coterra mod? Because that needs some more HQ models. I do know a lot of people do want a KOTOR mod. So I think there's a lot of interest in that.
Yeah, you could even call it Revan's Revenge.
Yeah, something crazy like that. That'd never happen.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Hello. Hey, Pog.
Hey, Pox. Now we got Pox and Knickers who have said stuff.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
Madness.
And Hexadus. So, Pox, I was just talking about the GC editor. And
oh, yeah. Maybe...
so which do you think?
So, what?
When we do that, should we have it output... like, should we have that work with the XML starting forces, or should we just move everything over to these scripts now? Because this is so much easier to work with.
I don't know. I'm guessing we don't really have to care about it. Like, really good software engineers. All the
Don't read books.
Yes, we do. We're just gonna hide all the behind an interface, so we can just exchange it for the Lua table thing if we need to.
So I get, yeah, both, but
Yeah, we can. I'd actually rather start with the XML way.
okay. Your mic is kind of weird. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. What's the problem with it?
It sounds kind of tinny and scratchy.
Oh, it's an iPhone thing, headset
Okay.
that I stole from my girlfriend.
You're not supposed to do that. It's not healthy.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. Are there even enough ships to build out proper fleets for KOTOR mod? Yeah, there's enough other information out there, I'd think. Never looked into it.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of ships. Probably not enough ground forces or structures.
Well, structures are never really an issue, but there's
Yeah,
a
we'd
lot
have to
more
make those up
infantry-related
ourselves.
stuff.
There's a lot of inventory.
When did you start developing this? If you mean the mod in general, in 2006. Unfortunately. Alright, so let's do this. So the difficult part here, the really tedious part, is just figuring out who should control what in each era. I think we'll go to Mandalore first. I'm going to try to do this by grouping the minor factions, doing their stuff first, because that's all going to be the same. Then I'll check to make sure I have the bit of code in that checks for the planets so that it doesn't stop working for Essence of War now that we're doing Art of War. So Mandalore. I've been thinking of putting this kind of KOTOR music in the background of most EAW videos. So there's at least something, but I feel like that might get a little repetitive.
Well, it's better than silence.
Yeah, but then people can listen to their own music if they want it. Alright, so Mandalore is for the Mandalorians. And I think we'll start at 1 every era. Technically, there should be Grunger's Warlord forces over it right at the start, and that'll probably be a thing that comes in with 2.3, but for now we'll just leave it like that. And next one, that should go here. Miss Tony. This will always be Sarlacc, which is the Hapens. Them, Zinj, and the Arido Authority were all coded off of other base game factions. So Zinj is the Pirates, Hapens are Sarlacc, and Arido Authority are the Hutts, which when we add the Hutts will then become the Hutt Cartels instead. So that's really clean code. Really good stuff. What faction will Peter be part of? IR? No, he'd be just set up as a warlord force on Corellia. Can you turn the pop cap up to 500? That would probably not go well. The map would just be a mess. Miss 2. And miss 3. Technically that's not an alphabetical order anymore, but it's a numerical order, so it's even better. And because these are space only, I need to get rid of the starting ground stuff, or the barracks, or else that will crash. One of the annoying parts about this is, unfortunately, we can't spawn star bases with Lua for whatever stupid reason, so we have to do something else that's really stupid to work around it. Where we basically switch everyone over to an AI faction that can very quickly build up as many star bases as it needs to, and then switch it right back to who should be controlling it. So we've got to do some weird, dirty stuff in the background.
Yeah, it's okay. Only in the beginning of the GC.
Is there a point where no more factions can be added? So yeah, there's a hard limit of 21 factions. If you go past that, the game will crash on startup. But what we also found out in making 2.2 is that if you go past 16, when you're attacking the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, or 21st faction, there is a chance that the game will crash. So you kind of have to be careful when using those ones. And that's why the Aviatha were turned off when 2.2 was released, or I guess that would be 2.2.1 until 2.2.5. Aviatha. The Aviatha have their own barracks? I'm gonna have to go back through and change all the starting forces, otherwise it's all just dreadnoughts. But right now I'm just trying to get the faction set up so I know who has what.
What did you do about the story event so far? I mean,
it's all set up now.
Yeah, but what is set up? I mean, I'm rewriting all the stuff right now, so
Okay.
I have no idea what you did.
When it's honestly, it'll be a lot easier to do in Lua because you can set up more than one branch. I'd hope, but basically, what I had to do.
No.
Well, you can set up something that acts as the branch function a bit more
True,
easily.
like we can, yeah, we
yeah, you can have two requirements and then just turn it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas in the XML version, you can only use the one branch tag. So what I had to do was just make a second event that could use that branch and use that event as a prereq for the regular events. So
Yeah.
I can have one branch turn off one of them, the other branch turn off the other ones.
I think we won't have branches in the traditional sense.
Well, yeah, just any kind of check like that, though, would be fine.
Yeah.
And do it better.
I mean, did you see the update thing I posted about the story events recently? Like, it's not pushed, but if you remember, I wasn't too happy with the way it looked.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw that you did it.
Yeah.
But I figure if I check any of your stuff and I just get too attached and then you change it a week later and then I get sad.
Probably. Yeah, so what it's now the events and the rewards are completely separated. So basically you register an event and you can subscribe to that event with another function.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Yeah, I actually think I did see that.
Yeah, that's a bit cleaner, I think.
Mm-hmm. So they all use the Penastar stuff, so that's going to be P_barracks for Yevitha. Would you consider adding a feature in Infinity's campaigns to resurrect certain Imperial military projects, for instance the Dark Trooper project, to make the Archaea buildable? So probably not. That would generally take a lot of resources that we'd rather spend on the multiple things that did take place within the time span of the mod, rather than trying to shoehorn in stuff that doesn't really fit like that. Okay. Because technically, like, the Archaea and the Dark Troopers do exist in the base game, but then those assets would look kind of out of place in the mod, so we'd have to redo all that. How many factions are there now in TR? So there's well, there's the 8 playable, 9 and 2.3. But there's also... Where is it? Isn't to be done now? Yeah. I think we use currently 18 of the 21 slots, including the ones that are potentially broken. Dornick is the next one. C D Ornick. Jatipaton. G-H-J. So you go in here. And all right, so now that that's started, I'm gonna check to see if that has broken essence and if I need to put in the other code. So we'll go in game with that. We'll see if that works, and then we'll set up probably the Imperial version of Art of War to use this now, so we can test that as well. The next community night is probably this Saturday. Yeah, so Saturday at around 6, I think it's supposed to be. Alright, so let's check this out. Empire, Essence of War. Any starting era. Hey Cryptic, how's it going? Alright, yeah, so I do need to get that code back.
Yeah, parsing that yeah, for the GC editor will be rather annoying, I think, because we have to write our own parser that can understand the lure tables.
Yeah.
For the XML stuff, we can just use the built-in libraries, but yeah, we probably think for the lure stuff.
Well, I'm sure in the at least one of the 63 times we do it, we'll include it. Which one was
Yeah,
that?
probably.
Right, let's make sure this is correct, because I think there was an issue in it before. That's all good. Planet object. I think that was the issue. Planet object. That's why. No, I didn't want to open you. Premiere. Get out of here.
You could say it premiered itself.
No, it didn't. Minus 15.
Oh.
Yes, that was Pox who was talking about the Lewis stuff. And it was Mr. Puerto Rican who was losing points. I'm really glad I'm not doing live streaming of my screen right now instead of just the window, or else people would be seeing what goes on in the dev team chat.
Not much, honestly.
Spam a lot.
No,
Well,
the
don't go to
the
that
actual
channel.
dev channel, development team channel.
Oh, it's Caleb.
Stream multiplayer.
Okay, so that should work, yes, I think. Get rid of this one. Okay, bye-bye this one. Let's try that. It's Saturday night at 6 p.m. EST, Professor Gamer. Right. Will it blend?
System conquered.
Okay, good. It will. Something else broke, but not that part. Which ones are broken? Ends off. That should be good. I think.
Was there a problem?
Yeah, one of the entries probably just has a syntax error or something.
Oh.
Not using Atom right now, or Visual Code, Visual Studio.
Well, you should.
Embedded to Ether. For some reason, Sublime is my default. Alright, let's open you with Atom.
Hopping at him.
I get it. -0.
Where's the least points?
I don't keep track.
Probably me.
No, I'm pretty sure that would be me.
You can't lose points.
I've never
this is
gained
about time.
points.
No one
so-
has.
Oh, well.
We only lose here.
Because it's
I get it.
loses.
If
5
any of the
points?
testers try to make puns, they lose points.
Press F.
Okay, that doesn't actually seem to have a syntax error.
Maybe you have a typo in the type name somewhere.
What I'm trying to think of now, or try to look for now. Sarlacc is spelled correctly, I think.
Yeah, that looks right.
Maybe because it's checking for the player object and those aren't in this one?
Huh?
It might be because it's looking for the player objects and they don't exist. I don't think that should.
No, player objects can always be found. Because, like, you can even spawn stuff for a faction that's not present in the GC at some point. So.
Right.
Mm,
Okay, Enzoth, we checked. Grand Barracks, should not Empire, that all looks right. Miss 2, Miss 3, it's only starting with the...
oh wait, you have an empty list there. At Morja,
That's fine.
is it?
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how my script, the spawn list function.
Yeah, that one was already like that when it was spawning the entirety of Essence.
Oh, okay.
So I know that one works. It's just Mandalore, Mandalorians. That one I already checked, I think.
We can't even go from top to bottom to check this. Because tables are not ordered data types. So it doesn't really matter in what order you put in the entries.
I'll take out Mandalore, Jatipatipaton.
What was that?
It's the name of a planet. Jatipatipaton.
Gesundheit.
You are correct. Passiclava, Generis, Garros, Gabrador was already there. Raidu was already there. Dornick looks correct. What was the B planet I did? Did I do a B planet?
Still bringing?
No, that was already there. Kura, Bandamir, Bastion, Bespin, Vilbringi, Veneer, Valeus, Bothwa, Ibis. No duplicates. Alright, I took away Mandalore. Since I did change the function, maybe I should go back to the table from before and then see if that still worked, if it's an issue with the table or if it's an issue with the function now. Because I wasn't using the thing that checked for the planets before.
Conquered.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, Chitapaton and Dornick. We can get rid of those. And get rid of you. Enzoth. Miss Stoney. Mine doesn't have the backsplash on the main menu because we took it out. Because that's the 2.2 backsplash, not the 2.3 one. For 2.3 we'll do something else.
Have we settled on a name yet?
I think I said like corporate acquisitions or something. Hostile takeover. Those are the two options I floated. No one said anything, so it's probably going to be one of those.
I personally like hostile takeover.
Planetary control achieved.
Yeah,
That's just me.
it's better than the other one at least.
What was the corporate one again?
Corporate acquisitions. Alright, so I think it might have been the function that broke it, not the table. So I'll revert to what we had, and then I'll just change the function so that works first. Is there a list of the ships each faction will have? Well, the ones that are in 2.1, or 2.2 rather, are all in the manual. And we haven't announced the changed list for anything for 2.3 yet. That will be coming up. Alright, so that should be back to normal.
So what was the problem?
I think it's something with the function when it's checking for the planets. I'm gonna make
Oh.
sure though.
Okay. Wait, let me have a look at that.
I changed it to the planet object thing as well, so it's not that. Corey, did you remove Jarek's SSD because it gave the PA unfair advantage? Does he still make those weird screaming sounds? All the 2.1 VO was removed before we released 2.2, and the Vengeance was made into its own separate hero under Cisco that you pay for. So it's still there, it's just not a starting unit. Okay, so let's see.
System conquered.
Okay, there's still an issue somewhere in that, but it's not in the same place. So now that I know that's all the same, I'm going to put this back.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna take off.
Bye.
Happy money.
Yeah.
I
Wait, did someone just say I love you?
I should have.
Does our Air 4 only start with the Maw? No. So there's also parts of the Crimson Empire that were still left, so they start with that as well. But Dal is at the Maw. The Empire wasn't entirely removed from the Outer Rim in the north, so they get all that. Right, so I think that's all in. So let's try that again. Technically, there is a dev.exe that does output a log of error stuff, but it takes forever to launch it. So I don't like using it unless I absolutely have to.
System conquered.
Okay, yeah, so it is that function.
So there's something wrong with the.
There seems to be, unless there's something wrong with the table that only causes a problem when it's also doing the planet checks.
Ah. Okay, let me see.
So I don't know if there's a planet that's not capitalized somewhere, but I don't think so.
Was it spawning stuff on some planets?
Yeah.
Or not at all? Okay.
It spawns stuff on some.
Okay, so... That makes this... So if it's spawning stuff on some planet, then it's probably the table, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. I guess maybe it cares whether it's neutral for that one somehow. So...
Ooh, right. Let me see. Maybe I can just add something for the neutral player.
I'll try switching them right now. We'll at least know if that's for true or not. Alright, let's see if that works. Actually, maybe it was breaking for neutral before, it's just loading stuff in a different order now. Because there were a few planets that weren't spawning stuff on that I think were supposed to.
Yeah, I tried telling you this before. Tables with non-number keys are not ordered.
Yeah, but it seemed like it
So
was...
whenever you run a for loop or something else over it, it may run in a different order than before.
Planetary
Nope.
control achieved.
Still broken.
Yeah. I just posted something in the dev chat. You may want to try that.
So, planet... Right, let's see. I'm actually not sure if the capitalization of the faction should matter.
It shouldn't, I think.
Yeah, I can't think of any reason why it should, but it's also Empire at War, so...
System control achieved.
I mean, find player will always work.
Mhm. Nope, that
yeah.
didn't change anything.
Sad.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do...
Debug.
No. Don't be
Okay.
stupid.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it would be that helpful. It would probably just tell you at which line it crashed.
Yeah.
That would be somewhere in that function, but you still wouldn't know which
Which part of the table was
entry.
in.
Yeah.
Like The Simpsons. Car gone.
I mean, you could output a debug message, then it would help you.
Then I'd have to turn on the stupid little droid again.
No, you could use this, the AIFF script command.
System conquered.
More stuff spawned. Still not all the stuff. So what letter did I just go to?
Yeah. Seriously, I'd rather use the debug build at this point. Don't be stubborn.
But it takes 20 minutes to start the game.
What? Why? It doesn't take that long for me. I mean, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, see. That's way too long.
You could work on other fun stuff in the meantime,
Like watching the loading screen?
like porting XML events to Lua.
Thought you said fun. Severe thunderstorm warning for Ontario. That's where I
Oh
live.
no!
The tornado?
Not this time.
Better get an umbrella.
I'm inside. If I have to get an umbrella, I have bigger problems. Especially because I'm nowhere near the top floor. I think a lot has to go wrong.
System conquered.
Alright. Any planets after L that aren't spawning? Yes. Yeah, that's because 2.1 had too many unit entries. There was a lot to load. Because the tech tree used to use unit variants for every entry. So there were several hundred extra ones. And it was not great. Not great. That's why we stopped doing things that way. Alright, well, let's try that. And I think it's because of a lot of the missing VO, where it's referenced but doesn't exist, so it throws up an assert error, and it takes forever to go through the asserts, even if you're ignoring them, suppressing them. So it's Waylawful's fault, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
So hopefully once that's all cleared up, it'll be easier to use the... Okay, that didn't have any impact whatsoever. I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I?
Yeah. Want me to write a debug message that's helpful?
Sure.
Uh,
I'll just look through every entry until then.
Okay, let's see. Debug message.
Okay. Amrak. Good. Antimerdius. Good. Ranks Minor. Good. Travis. Good. This is the really exciting part, guys. Sitting there and staring at lines of text, waiting for something to jump out at you. I don't think it's a syntax entry, or else Adam would have complained.
Adam wouldn't complain if you don't have a linter installed.
I did have the linter installed, though.
Okay. In that case,
It's got to be like an entry that it just doesn't like.
yeah, it's not syntax related, or else the script wouldn't work at all.
No, it would. There was a few cases where I'd missed a comma somewhere and it just worked until it got to that entry.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Which was at a random point, but... Where are you, Visual Studio? Okay. I'm gonna capture this window.
Wanna live share with me? I don't have to send you stuff over the Discord thing all the time.
Okay.
I know you hate it, but it's for the greater good.
I never said I hated it.
You hate Visual Studio. Admit it.
No, I don't. I hate Adam because it's laggy as fuck.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that.
For whatever reason, though.
Because it's written with JavaScript.
No, I was going to say for whatever reason the window capture isn't working for Visual Studio Code.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll just do monitor capture. Nah. Alright, how do I start a thingy?
You click on share. It's in the on the bottom bar.
Oh, there we go. Must open a folder or workspace.
Yeah, you have to open your Imperial Civil War folder.
Open
Because it's
folder.
trying to share your whole workspace with me.
Scripts, story. Select folder. Okay, there we go. Gonna see Streamception for a second. Or not.
They're not working?
The streaming bit isn't.
Sad.
There you go.
Uh,
Close this window and go back to your editor. Okay. Copy again. Here's your link.
Yay. Slowing the file tree. Great. Oh, wait. I have to sign in first. Apparently. Joining. There we go. Okay. Let me see. What do we have here?
Nope, none of that worked.
Huh?
Still trying to make it actually record what it's supposed to record.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if it thinks it's a game. Well, that's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with the French-sounding accent is Pox. He is German.
I have a French sounding accent.
I never knew that.
French accent circa 1942.
Ah. Man, your viewers are old.
Alright, I'm going to keep looking through on this one then, so people can at least see. The nothing I'm doing. I'm wondering if it's like a use error config that is referencing another use error config, which is referencing another use error config.
Yeah, you can usually do endless loops with this.
I'm not seeing any that are like that. Referencing stuff. Okay, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. 2 is Rebel, 4 is Empire. 2 and 2 is all good. All those 1s are good, this one is good, 3s are that. You're all 1, you're all
Okay,
2.
I think you can try it.
You did something?
I did. I added debug messages.
So I've got to go in the...
Oh yes.
No. No. Okay.
Do it.
I'm doing it.
Finally. You could have fixed that bug an hour ago.
No, we can't really check one by one because it doesn't go in alphabetical order. It may even be a planet that appears to be working that's actually messed up. So it's hard to say. Some of the planets do start off with stuff on them, but I don't think that's the issue because it's switching the control anyways.
Yeah, the switch control should cause everything to retreat.
Yeah, then it just
Or
dies.
despawn. Yeah.
Alright, well that debugger loads. I'm just going to keep looking through stuff.
Yeah, let me see.
Let's see if there's an owner that doesn't look right. I'll put the neutral stuff back as... Imperial, just to be sure.
I mean, if you want stuff to be neutral, no, wait, you still need a config.
I'll make it all Empire of the Hand, so it's obvious I need to change it again. I may know what's going on.
Yo. What did you break?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna see if I can run the regular version at the same time as the debug version and not interfere with it loading. Doesn't look like it.
Too bad.
I'm gonna risk it. I have faith in the me that doesn't have faith in me.
I mean, technically, it's only trying to load stuff. Hmm.
Planetary
It's not an issue
control
with the
achieved.
dreadnoughts. Okay, well that didn't work. Back to the debug version. Now it's violent storms. They come and steal my lunch money.
Oh.
What do you not like? What isn't there to like?
It's Empire at War. It probably, I don't know, don't like the syntax highlighting in our editors or something. We have to get Sloney back on fixing the assaults again.
Yeah. So are you loading the debugger right now?
No.
Okay. Then I'll keep doing it.
No, I'm just on my laptop.
Oh. Your stolen laptop? Like your headset?
Oh, the laptop is mine. I just borrowed the headset.
Won't hold up in court.
No, actually, she gave it to me because my microphone on my smartphone is broken. I really need a new one.
It doesn't matter the affiliation of the units. Everything just starts with barracks and Imperial dreadnoughts right now.
Why do we have faction-specific variants anyway?
For those, it's because the dreadnought code is really old. Everything else got standardized, but that had some weird edge cases, so we haven't done it yet. It needs to be redone, and then we need to make sure we don't break the katana mission when we're doing it. I'm never sure if it's actually loading when I don't have the window focused.
Yeah, I mean it takes a while. When did we start?
4 minutes ago?
Yeah, okay. So maybe 10 to go.
Hmm.
How was your day?
It was fine until this happened.
Great. Sounds like fun.
Now I'm just sad. I really feel like I could just take out individual planets and find what's causing it faster. Just loading up one at a time.
I don't know.
Okay, Visual Studio Code. Tell me something useful. You're not telling me anything useful.
Wait, I'm just gonna copy your script and put it in a separate instance of Visual Studio Code because some reason I don't get the linter doesn't really work for live share apparently. But yeah, no syntax errors apparently, so that's great.
I'd rather there were syntax errors, to be honest. Given the choice. All these barracks are valid. Yeah, it's all valid. You attempted sweet talking the code yet? No, I have not. It knows what it's doing wrong. It's not telling me, so it can sweet talk itself. It's sleeping on the couch. I wonder if I go to a different... Oh, I can't go to a different area because the... Loading.
So I guess next time we're looking for a bug, we just have a GC editor session in between.
Probably. That would probably be better. Where's the log? Can I open the log? Yeah, I can open the log while it's logging the log. Let's take a look at the log. How many assert errors?
I mean,
Parsing maps. Warning.
does it really help you?
It's fun to look at. I've got to do something.
Oh, okay, great.
Wait. Hey! It stopped logging and it's loaded.
Woo!
It's only 7 gigs? No, 7 megs, never mind. Okay.
Okay, remember you have to enter the command.
Is it AIFF script?
Yeah, it is. It is AIFF script. I
Game
posted it in the dev thing.
I can do that on the main menu, right? That's not an issue.
Yeah. Okay, and no, put a space in there.
I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's important that you quit the game properly, otherwise it won't log everything.
Right now we're trying to find which entry in a table is not entered properly. We're hoping the game will tell us.
System control achieved.
Okay, system control achieved.
Okay, when everything's spawned, you should be able to quit the game.
Both the Bellator and the Secutor were already in 2.2. Bias. So I guess technically we won't be adding them for 2.3.
No. Man. What are we going to put into 2.3? We may have to borrow some units from Alliance.
Oh god.
Take their models as well.
Yeah, maybe you should just search for trying to spawn.
Well, it's unable to find a suitable destination for this object.
Oh.
That's Galactic Free Store, though.
Okay. Oh yeah, that doesn't matter then.
Game scoring.
Yeah, you should search for the string I
What was it?
entered.
I think you had the word stuff in there.
Yeah, trying to
Trying
spawn
to spawn
stuff
on Yavin.
And pretty much right after that, there should.
Trying to spawn stuff on dummy. What the fuck?
On Dummy Rebel. Oh, that.
I mean, they're in the GC, but they're not in the script.
Oh yeah, wait. Then let me check this.
I guess because it's going through the planets.
Yeah, it's going through the.
Okay, so that shouldn't. They're first, anyways.
Yeah, and then you have.
Oh. The last
Uh,
one is Silagus. So.
Yeah, that's probably.
Oh, I know why then.
Huh?
It's trying to spawn a barracks. What a fucking waste of an hour and a half.
Why don't you want to spawn a barracks?
There ain't no ground on Silagus.
Oh.
Wait, no, this is gonna be the dev mode. Don't want that. Get the.
Uh-oh.
No! It's full screen! It's full screen!
Okay. See you tomorrow.
Get the fuck out of here. No! What have I done?
See? I never run the dev build in full screen.
I usually, when I want to run the dev mode, I have a bat that runs it in windowed with the mod. And then I just have to click on that. Because I rename the exe usually when I'm done with it. But I just clicked on the Steam thing like an idiot. Fucking
Yeah,
played myself.
I created two new entries in my Steam library that launches the.
Okay, my
Oh,
task manager is on my second
COI.
monitor anyways. I can... There we go. Crisis
Yeah.
mostly averted. Okay, let's go. We're good. Okay, Empire. Start the game.
System control.
Okay, that's better.
Yes.
That's much better. Not everything still. Oh, don't attack me, you stupid Empire of the Hand. Never said you could do that.
Attacked already?
Okay, so Logus still doesn't have stuff spawning on it, but I don't care. I do kind of care. Neither does Roche. Elrude. I think Elrude has an entry, though. Is it just Salagus, Roche, and Elrude, then? I forget so. Okay, let's check Roche. Roche is fine. Vergesso is fine. Alright, that's all good then.
Okay, so everything's working now?
Yep.
Yay!
Seems to be. Okay, there we go. I always wanted to ask why the IR was renamed to just Empire. Because the Empire never really referred to themselves as the Imperial Remnant. That was just a name used by the New Republic and everyone else. So we figured it'd be better to name the faction what they actually thought of themselves as. But anywho, now that that's done, let's convert Art of War to use that. Okay, so Art of War, we're going to stick with the Imperial one, I guess. And we'll do this the smart way. No, we won't. We'll do this the dumb way.
Yes.
Meaning you're just going to copy the whole script?
No, it's going to use the same script for all of them. That's why I wanted to check for the planets. I'll just have to be
Okay.
more strategic in how we place the starting forces. Because I'm pretty sure Art of War and Empire's End, other than the Empire of the Hand, have... Like, you're using mostly the same planets, so it's... should be fine.
Oh.
Okay, we only need one planet for each, so let's go with that for you. Empire, you want Resinri? That's fine, you can have Resinri. So we'll do that, and then we'll check in-game and make sure all that is working. Now we need Underworld, which is the Empire of the Hand. You can have Nirwan, that makes sense. Gonna give you an MMT to start with. And again, that's just all gonna... I'm gonna just make an object that destroys itself. And then we won't have to worry about that. Because right now those things retreat and sometimes they'll start space battles in place and it's like one stormtrooper against nothing, which is not ideal. Now Druid next, so Centaurus, that's fine. I need to make sure it's going to be a unit. Because otherwise the structures... Well, I wonder if the structure... I was worried about using structures because it would... Like, just in case it interfered with something, but... It might be fine. And then I wouldn't have to make something that self-destructs, because the structures would just leave anyways.
Yeah. Um, okay. So that basically leaves the starbase issue.
That sounds like a Bob problem.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think the infrastructure stuff already exists from the ground up. So the only real problem there is I'll have to make something which... Well, I'll just have to use my player checker thing to make sure that the player gets set back to the sandbox human AI type instead of like basic Empire or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Mandalorians are good. And I really want to get whatever we need to do to stop the dummy planets from being necessary sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean the Lua story events should take
Yeah.
care of that.
Alright, so this should all be fine. Close the game so we can reopen the game. Oh, you guys couldn't see any of that because I left the game open. My bad. Okay, so CW22 full, that should all be good. Okay, so Art of War, Empire, Air 1. Let's go. Hopefully it works. First try.
Fingers crossed.
Hey, it did.
System conquered. Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, so now we just have to add the ones that are not in the thing. Actually, I wonder. Because those looked like they didn't work. But did they? They're just the space ones. But I can't check because I'm not. So I'm just going to load up Essence of War as Zinj for a second. What are you keeping attacked in 1 second? Because there's nothing... Okay, so yeah, it is working. We're good.
Woo!
It just wasn't showing as controlled because it's space only and only had units there. No actual base level. What are you keeping attacked in 1 second? So Bob just posted in the Twitch chat explaining that. A fun thing with spawning stuff is the AI notes the starting state of fully neutral planets and mark them all as go capture. So it's because the AI is currently turned on at the start, which it won't be in a not in a second, but later. It just wants to use all its units to kill stuff. So that should be fixed by the infrastructure AI stuff we have to do anyways, I believe.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, switching a player is not hard. So you just turn off the AI before you spawn all the stuff, and maybe you could even set the AI to...
Yeah, we can put the infrastructure thing as the starting one, but
Yeah.
then we just have to switch it back.
Yeah.
Because I've already got the functions that check for the human player. Well, it could probably be a lot cleaner, but it exists. Apparently, a bunch of if-then statements isn't the best way to do everything ever. Alright, so I'm going to set up the Habens before we get going. It is hot as in here, and I can't have my window open yet. So...
Why not?
Because then the stream would just be a lot of blowing, which
Okay.
is a very different kind of stream.
Oh yeah, let's not do that kind of stream.
Sarlacc. Okay, important thing about Mist 1, Mist 2, and Mist 3 is they're space only. So no barracks for you. There we go, there we go, there we go. Mist 1. Mist 3, I guess we'll do it alphabetically. Mist 2. And let's do Hapes, Charuba, and Terraphon as well. Then we'll check if Essence is still working. And then that should be good. Hapes. Sarlacc. Get rid of you. Duplicate you. Get rid of that comma so it's not going to break on me. Copy this. And we're going to go down to the T section. Should fit right in there. Terraphon. And char here. Okay, so now I can get rid of them from this list. Charuba, Terraphon, and Hapes. You know what, I'm actually going to change these to using the Rebel Barracks, because I feel like that's probably what we're going to end up assigning them. R, replace all. So that should get all 3. Perfect. Don't want to save you. Wanted to save you. Alright, so let's go in game and see how that is working. Yeah, then all I have to do is set up the fleets, and that'll be painful. That I probably won't stream. That's going to be just tedious hell. But it's better than setting them up in the XML way, because it's only 1 entry for 3 GCs instead of 8 entries for 1 GC.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, Empire and Essence first. Now that it's checking for the planets, is it going to work with planets that don't exist? It is.
Control achieved.
And now we can go to Art of War, start as the Empire, see if the Havens are spawning. And we are going to spawn even the emergent factions at the start,
System control achieved.
because otherwise you can just go through their stuff. Okay, thank you. Alright, so... Perfect.
Oh, so wait.
What?
Emergent factions are not going to be a thing in the final?
They are. It's just, we're going to start with stuff spawned on their planets, and we'll have their AI turned off so you can't get to them. Just so that you can't, like, fly through their territory, because right now in 2.2, if you're, like, Greater Maldrud over here and you want to get to Kuat, you can just fly straight through the Haven territory and attack Kuat as many times as you want. And there's nothing the AI can do about it, because they don't realize they can do this too. So it's... that part's not
So it's
ideal.
going to be set up in a similar way to Hunt for Zinjas right now?
Yeah, where the Empire just sits there. And then the CSA is actually going to be there, though, so that's different, too. But anyways, that's all good. Everything is working. Transitory mists are controlled. I guess I'll build the thingy.
Building under construction.
There's going to be a lot of dreadnoughts attacking everywhere.
Construction complete.
Alright, so yeah, that works. That is going to do it for this one, I guess. Or do you think the Asserter will be in for EALP? No, we're pretty close to done the EALP, so it's almost certainly not, unless I just rig and code a very early version of the model, which I'd rather not do. I'd rather just do another potentially shorter Ariado playthrough later on during development and include the Asserter in that. But anyways, I think we are going to leave this stream here for today. So we got Art of War started to get set up here. We figured out that Selagus is a space-only planet, and that only took about 45 minutes. But now that should hopefully give you guys a better idea of how the new GC setups work for selecting your era. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. We are going to be doing this every Monday except for the first Monday in September. So that's the 3rd, I think. But I will see you next time. Bye.